Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
This show is so much fun. Really enjoy it. And now that we can talk about the end of season 1, because we're going into season 2 here, what was it like for you guys when you read the finale? Like, what were your reactions?
Oh.
It was incredible. We had all of these theories, and we all came together and talked about what could have happened. We had little vision boards, but none of us expected the ending.
Yeah, but and it was a genuinely a big one because we would get the scripts like a week before we would shoot it. Mm-hmm. So throughout the whole season, as we're shooting, we didn't know what the ending was.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we were with the audience, I guess, in a sense, or getting to know the story with our characters at the same time.
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy. What about for you two?
Okay, for me, my heart literally broke. I remember reading Maddie's monologue about how much she loves Simon, and that's the reason why they could communicate. And I just was looking into the hearts of the two writers, Nate and Megan, and I kind of drew a link between their love for each other and Maddie and Simon's. My heart broke. It was such a perfect ending. It's so sad that he thinks he's crazy. I'm just yelling at the script, believe her. So I was not in a good place reading that episode.
And I just loved seeing Josh, who plays Mr. Martin, his kind of turn and reveal. And I love the way he played the character all season, but it's like almost like when all is revealed, you look back at his kindness and it feels villainous now. It's all tainted. And I just think he just did such a fantastic job.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you can go back and start the season again and be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did I not catch this the whole time? You know what I mean? Now, did you guys pay attention to like fan theories online? Did you check those out?
Yeah, a few. My favorite was that Sandra, Maddie's mom, could be Janet's sister, who was alive. That one's my favorite.
Did any of you else check them out?
I saw that one person guessed it.
Really?
they guessed, and it's a fan who had messaged me. She watched another show that I had been a part of, and she messaged me about this show, and she said where she thought it was going, and she was like, beat for beat, exactly correct.
Wow.
And I was like, you're way off. I don't know. That's not even close. But yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Did you guys notice anything online, or?
I didn't read too many. One of my lines, one of Nicole's lines in season 1 is, "Don't you know you're not supposed to read the comments?" And sometimes I don't. So.
There you go.
But Kristian has a good one.
I think there was one just trying to explain why Simon and Maddie can talk is because Simon is terminally ill, has a brain tumor, and throughout the series, he's slowly dying. And I was like, there's something to that. That's quite cool.
It's a little heartbreaking, though.
I know, but it's valid. It explains a lot. These fans are smart, and I think we all collectively love how attentive they are to detail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, what are you guys most excited for them to see in the upcoming season that you can talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
That we can talk about.
I know, it's hard.
I would say the different dynamics and seeing how they grow. So like maybe in season 1 they weren't actually friendships, but then they kind of developed into something in season 2, and I think those are they blossom really nicely.
Yeah, mine's the same. 4 very individual, different people banding together, and the bond that us 4 create in the show is it's like family.
There's this moment in the MCU, and then is it Endgame or Infinity War, where all the superheroes have Thanos' glove and they're about to rip it off and they're right there, and I'm like, Star-Lord, don't mess it up. He messed it up. In this season, there is parts where we are so close to getting to Janet. We're right in front of her really so many times, and we just slip up, and just when you think these guys, the living, is gonna solve this thing, next episode we fail again. Do we ever succeed? We don't know.
And I like how the writers play with like all the different ways that people think of the supernatural too. Like my character really it's like he has all these outside of the box ideas of of what the supernatural really means. I don't even know how to describe it. It would be like I guess that's a spoiler. Never mind.
Set it up and then you just rip it away, huh?
Dude.
Wait, so you were gonna give them something and then never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
A cliffhanger.
Yeah, what the heck? Thanks a lot. Just like the first season. Come on. You're killing me.
Nothing new.
Right. Well, if you guys could haunt a place, like where do you think you would want to haunt? Where would you, if you're stuck somewhere for eternity, where would you want it to be?
I said a movie theater.
Yeah,
Because you
fun.
get to
I
have
like
fun,
that
watch
one.
films, you see people, different kinds of people every day, you eat popcorn and chocolate.
Mm-hmm. I like that one.
I always wanted to be a ghost at the Louvre because every time I go there, I run out of time. The museum, someone wrote that if you look at every art piece in the Louvre for 30 seconds, all of the different areas, it'll take 40 years just to look at every single piece. So yeah, probably the Louvre.
Maybe like a stadium, and then you can watch like sports games and concerts as well.
Ooh,
I
good
like
balance.
that.
I like the idea of a haunted hotel because you get a new cycle of unsuspecting guests to haunt.
Everyone else is talking about what they enjoy. You're like, I'm going to haunt people.
I think I'll have some fun. Yeah.
Was there one moment on set for season 2 that like you guys sticks out, a memory on set that maybe was fun or challenging?
Well, they said earlier that I can't sing, so... Is it
Oh, no.
episode 5?
It's episode 5.
Okay, there's a scene in episode 5
So good.
that's really good, and there's a table. I guess I can't say much, but
Yeah.
I think it's one of the...
There's also
It's a
something
really
else that
funny
happens
scene.
in episode 5.
What?
That we can't talk about. That it's
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's really good.
What?
They only gave me 3.
Give me a
So
word.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Xavier's really funny this season. That's
Who?
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
and we did a lot of night shoots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
lot.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, a
fun.
lot of the mania that happens after
At
like
night.
3 a.m. on
Yeah.
a set is pretty entertaining. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I feel like cameras should be filming all of that. Maybe they shouldn't be. We're all just like 6 coffees in, and
And
we're like,
deliriously laughing
just
at
like,
points, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back home at 8 a.m.
Oh my gosh, trying to go to bed when it's like
It sucks.
Day-
you're
Daylight.
going, like people are starting their days, and you're like, oh my god.
You're like a vampire closing all the shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I assume you have to go back and shoot the next night.
Yeah.
too,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You got to
So
become
just like during the day.
nocturnal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun at all. I mean, I guess it would be make for entertaining time.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about this, so Peyton kind of plays 2 characters in the first, right? That's eventually we're going to get someone else to come in and be Janet. But if you guys could take one of your characters from something else you played and have them be a part of this world as well, who would you bring in?
I would bring a character I played in a show called Rain into this, and I'd make him, because he's a real the King of France, Charles Valois. He's a
Bro, you were so good.
and it would be cool to have one of the ghosts be like a Renaissance man, like a British
Wait,
accent.
that's
Like,
sick.
I think that would be funny.
Yeah.
Because like if you think about it, the school, the grounds where the school are, there could be ghosts from before the school was ever, there. So there could be like old timey people. That would be an interesting thing. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
would be fun. It's like your ancestor, but it's like actually just you.
Yeah.
Playing it. Wait, I love that.
It's a good idea for the future. Anyone else? Who else would you play that you've played before?
My this one I have to pass. My the Shakespeare characters in theater don't make sense in
Yeah,
School
that's
Spirits.
all right.
That's
That'd be
mainly
fun.
theater background, so I can't say.
I think they could. You
You-
could be stuck in the theater of the school, in the drama.
Whoa.
See, there you go.
Ooh.
As
Can't separate
okay.
fiction and reality.
Whoa. Holding a skull the entire time.
Yeah, just monologuing.
I feel like most of the roles I've played are like other high school roles, so it'd just be another high schooler.
Yeah.
coming to this high
That's
school.
similar to mine as well.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room, I guess.
I played Madison on the society, so she could come over on this side,
There you go.
be friends over here.
And then how would you describe this season for fans to get them excited about it?
I'd say this season's a lot more dangerous than last. That Janet is a mastermind, and every episode we're just failing because we can't keep up with her. I'd say she's unpredictable. There's that line where she's done Grand Theft Auto and arson and attempted murder. So I'd say, you know, stay on your toes and know that, at least to us, we think that we're dealing with someone who's kind of atomic. So,
Well, that's a good word, atomic.
Yeah, like
Ticking
that.
time bomb.
Yeah.
it just
I think the first season established so much of the world, and in this season they get to expand that
Yeah.
in ways
have
that
fun
we
with
didn't even
Wow.
couldn't have anticipated. So if you're a fan of the show, I would say expect the unexpected, because it's really
Yeah.
they go for it.
A wild ride, I'd say. Because you think you know something and you don't. The next episode comes and it's something else.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, same. There's a lot of adventure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see the rest of it. They only gave me 3 episodes. It's killing me. But now I'm very much looking forward to episode 5, apparently.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your time. I
you
can't
so
wait. I
much.
can't wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.